What if I told you the fear of visibility isn't just about being shy or introverted? It's about deeply ingrained beliefs that have kept women small for generations. It's why we hesitate before posting a picture or why we second guess ourselves before speaking up. But here's the truth. Your work alone isn't enough to get you noticed. You have to step into your presence with confidence. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hey y'all, welcome back to Living the Whole Picture, the podcast for ambitious women ready to elevate their visibility, build authentic confidence, and become the face of their brand. I'm your host, Jama Pantel, a luxury portrait photographer, author, educator, influencer, and dream chaser, here to help you master your brand presence and show up authentically with confidence. Each week, we'll dive into topics to help you shine in business and in life so you can stop hesitating and start showing up like the leader you were meant to be. If you've ever struggled with confidence on camera or hesitated to put yourself out there, this podcast is for you. Let's get started on living the whole picture together. Today, we're tackling something that holds so many women back, the fear of visibility. If you've ever hesitated to post a photo of yourself, avoided speaking in a meeting, or felt self-conscious about showing up online, you're not alone. I know exactly what that feels like. For years, I stayed behind the camera, helping others step into their power while I avoided putting myself in front of it. I thought my work should be enough to speak for itself, but the truth was I was hiding. I joked that my camera was my shield, and as long as I was behind it, I would be safe and happy. It wasn't until I finally stepped in front of the camera that everything shifted. The truth is, being seen is one of the hardest things we can do, especially in a male-dominated world or industry where we've been taught that our work should speak for itself. But let's be real, your work alone isn't nearly enough to get you noticed. The opportunities, the promotions, the speaking engagements, the leadership roles don't just go to the best. They go to the people who own their presence and confidently take up space. And before we dive in, I want to let you in on something I've been working on behind the scenes. A complete roadmap designed to take you from feeling invisible to owning a powerful presence that commands respect. If you know you need to step up but struggle with confidence or clarity, keep listening. I'll share more details at the end. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is why we fear being seen. So let's talk about why visibility feels so terrifying. For many of us, this fear isn't just about social media or public speaking. It runs much deeper. Maybe you grew up being told to stay humble or let your work speak for itself, or have been judged more for how you look than what you bring to the table, or have watched others be criticized for putting themselves out there and don't want the same to happen to you. But here's what I need you to hear. Visibility isn't about seeking attention. It's about owning your voice and letting the right people find you. When you stay small, the only thing you guarantee is that you'll be overlooked. I remember the opportunity I had the first time to go live on Zoom to share my expertise. I had spent hours overanalyzing what to say and adjusting my lighting for being on video. And all I remember was being drenched the entire time from sweat, and I couldn't remember if what I said made sense because all I could hear was my heartbeat in my ears. The fear of failing felt overwhelming, but I did it anyway. And you know what? Nothing bad happened, and I heard I made sense. In fact, more people started connecting with me than ever before. Next, I want to talk about how to break through the fear of visibility. If you've ever been holding back from showing up, here's how to start shifting that fear. Number 1, reframe visibility as leadership. Visibility isn't about vanity. It's about impact. Think about the women you admire. Do you wish they stayed silent, or do you appreciate their courage to show up? When you let yourself be seen, you become a guide for others. So an action step for this, write down 3 ways your presence could inspire others or help someone else. So number 2, start with small, low-stakes wins. Confidence builds through action, not waiting. Instead of worrying about a big leap, start small. Post a behind-the-scenes moment instead of a polished photo. Speak up once in a meeting where you normally stay silent. Your action step for this, do one thing this week that makes you slightly uncomfortable. And number 3, Get comfortable with your own voice and image. If you're seeing or hearing yourself makes you cringe, you're not alone. But I want you to practice watching yourself, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Record a quick video talking about something you love, just for you. You don't have to share it. So your action step for this, record a 30-second video and watch it back without self-criticism. You don't even have to share this. Number 4, create a visibility routine that feels aligned for you. You don't have to be everywhere all the time, but you do need to be consistent. Choose platforms that feel most natural to you. Set realistic goals for showing up. 1 to 2 times a week is enough to start. And so your action step for this, write down a simple 2-week visibility plan. Now, let's talk about what happens when you push through that fear. The moment you choose visibility over fear, things start shifting. You'll notice that people start engaging with you in a deeper way. Opportunities that once felt out of reach suddenly start coming your way. Your confidence grows, not because you were born with it, because you built it up yourself, step by step. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about fully stepping into who you are already. For years, I thought success would come just from being great at taking pictures. Boy, was I wrong. The biggest shift happened when I finally let people see me, not just my work. That's when I started booking more high-end clients, getting featured in major publications, and landing speaking opportunities. The fear didn't disappear overnight. In fact, I'd admit I have it a lot still. But every time I show up, my confidence grew little by little. Now let's bring this all together. Showing up consistently and confidently isn't something that happens overnight, but it is something you can build. And the best part, you don't have to do it alone. I've been working on a full roadmap to help you go from hesitant and overlooked to powerful and in demand. I'll be sharing more soon, but if you want to be the first to know when it launches, be sure to subscribe on my website, jamapantel.com, and I'll send you exclusive details before anyone else. Thank you so much for tuning in to Living the Whole Picture. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe, leave me a review, and share it with another high-achieving woman who needs to hear this message. Or better yet, share it and tag me on social media. Visit my website, jamapantel.com, for more resources, updates, and ways we can work together. Be sure to subscribe while you're on the website so you never miss anything. You've worked hard to get where you are. Now it's time to show up confidently and own your presence. Until next time, keep showing up and living the whole picture.